Greetings to our Denton ISD families, faculty, and staff. I come to you today to talk to you about the upcoming 2020-2021 school year and what our planning is at the current time. As you well know, the health situation across our country is changing daily, and information is just as reliable as it is one day to the next. So I just want you to know I appreciate your patience, your flexibility, your grace, and your understanding as we work through this together. But I wanted to bring you a couple of updates as we're working through our planning for the 2020-2021 school year. On June 23rd, we reviewed our survey data that we received from our families with our Board of Trustees. If you'd like to go listen to that meeting, it's on our website at www.dentonisd.org, and it's almost an hour's worth of conversations about what the school year might look like next year and the questions we're asking each other in preparation and in our planning. In addition to that, that very same afternoon, the Texas Education Agency provided limited guidance on what the school funding situation would be like as we're designing our plans for what school will ultimately be for the 2020-2021 school year. We were hoping to get a little more guidance from the health perspective with regard to social distancing and masks and hand washing and those kinds of items. However, that did not come from that guidance, and we're waiting for additional guidance as we move forward. So we will continue to work with our local health officials to determine what is best and what is safe for both our employees and our students as we come through the school year. In reviewing the survey data, we learned quite a bit of information. The one thing we took to grant for sure that we learned was that our families really want our students to be back face-to-face with our teachers in our classrooms. And there's no question that's the best learning environment for our students. And so you can be assured that we're going to do everything we can to make sure we can have our students back face-to-face. In addition to that, we are going to be offering a connected learning choice for our families who maybe have health sensitivity or vulnerabilities with their students at home, or have actual parents at home or grandparents who are vulnerable and you're not real sure if you want to send your students into large groups within our campuses, even with our safety protocols. That connected learning platform will be designed and taught by a separate group of teachers who are trained and ready to offer a high quality, robust online education, and those teachers will be dedicated to that platform. And our face-to-face learning, we will have our normal teachers with also some enhanced training should we need to move to remote learning if our school year were to close and we were to miss some days. So in our face-to-face environment, we plan on moving forward with the school year as you are mostly used to. However, there will be some safety precautions in there. The only safety precaution that everyone really was agreeable upon was making sure that we were sanitary and we're hand washing, and that everyone really paid attention to washing their hands daily, not touching their face, the things that we've all been hearing about in the news media lately. However, there may be additional safety requirements that are necessary in order for us to have face-to-face learning. So the question that I ask that I've asked our team and I ask our community and parents is, almost 80% of our families want to go back face-to-face learning, and about the same amount are against learning online in a connected learning environment. So what that says to us is, what are we willing to do to have face-to-face learning take place in our classrooms? What safety precautions are we all willing to participate in so that our kids can learn in the best learning environment possible? Is it that all of our employees wear masks? That could be a possibility. And frankly, if we were having school right now, we would for sure be there. Would it be that our students wear masks? If we were having school right now, that would most likely be a requirement to enter our buildings that you wear a mask. Of course, we're not talking about younger, smaller children. As the CDC has said, that's not necessary for children in the 6 to 7 year old age range and below. However, whatever we have to do to create a safe face-to-face learning environment, our school district is going to make that happen. With regard to face-to-face learning, should we have the opportunity or the need to shutter schools or close schools for a period of time, our teachers will be trained to shift to a remote learning platform, one that would be able to go at a flip of a switch. It would be very much high quality and very robust, and it would look much like our normal day-to-day school looks like. There would be support for our parents, Logins for our parents would be very simple. We would not have multiple logins as we had to during the last part of the school year. And it would really be a different environment from what you saw during the last 9 weeks of the 1920 school year. A much more accountable environment, an assessment, a high expectation environment. So we're prepared to do that. Please know that when we go to our face-to-face learning options, if we transition to a remote learning environment, it will not be like the connected learning environment. Connected learning is designed strictly for online learning all year long. Our face-to-face remote learning environment will be very similar to if your child missed school for a period of days in years past and you sent to school to get work and we would send that work home. The only difference is all of us would be learning in that fashion, and our teachers would be sending things back and forth in a digital format and with additional training and the different tools that we're using as of this summer. So just know that there's some differences in those two things, and there'll be more details to come out about that as the summer progresses. In July, our SNAP codes will go out via InfoSnap, and when the SNAP codes go out via InfoSnap, I believe they will go out July the 8th. You will have the option to check a box if you're interested in the Connected Learning Online Academy sort of delivery. And that is not a commitment that you are signing up for that. What that does is give us an idea of what we need to plan for, so we know how many teachers to assign to those areas. In addition to that, there will be informational sessions for you to gain more information, so that even if you do select that that's your option, once you learn more and you learn the requirements and expectations, that may not be the best environment for you. So we will educate you along the way and provide you opportunity to learn more about what that means. And of course, that might be an application process. And I say application, not from the standpoint of you get selected or don't get selected, but more of the standpoint of an agreement of what the expectations are. Webcam usage and microphone usage and what the software requirements are and the Wi-Fi connectivity. Those kinds of things are extremely important, that everyone be on the same page as we work through a connected learning platform. Again, there's a lot of information that's going to be coming out during the month of July. Our intention, and please know that our intention is just as reliable as the information we receive on a daily basis, but our intention is to have school start regular face-to-face on August the 12th for a majority of our students. For those families that identify that the Connected Learning platform is the best platform for you, we will be ready to support you in that way. And regardless your reasoning for needing connected learning, we will support you in that endeavor from a health and safety perspective. And we really appreciate your grace, your kindness, your understanding. And our team is really working hard this summer on a very fluid situation with very limited information on what the 2019-2020 school year looked like and what the 2020-2021 school year needs to look like. So thank you for your time. We appreciate you. And as always, Denton ISD delivers.